it is time to sort out all of the seeds I need to start sowing. We're in January. January is the start of sowing. So I have here my box of what I need to do with each seed. This is something I do every single year, and for at least the first 6 months of the year I will go through each month. Each month is depicted, oh it's bright, each month is depicted by a tab. I grab everything from that tab, pull it out and use it as a reference. I then take my seed box, and exactly the same again, each are labelled with little tabs on them. Yes, I know it's a little bit bright, I'm sorry. And everything for the month of January gets pulled out. On these cards I have got the name of the seed, when it is supposed to flower, the height, the sizing of it. A lot of them have indications for me with the amount of sun. It's too much right now. Just down there, can I get it? That indicates to me the soil type I need to use. And over there, in that corner just down there, that tells me how much water I need for each one. And then I have my labels. It's a lot of labels, and yes, I reuse them. So what I do each month is I go through, I pick out the card I need, the label I need, and the seed. And this is all if I want to sow that particular seed this year. I don't know what I want to sow this year, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to zoom through the next bit, but you can see the process, sort of. So it seems like I don't have as many as I was expecting. I was expecting around about 6 or 7 to do this month. I don't. I actually have 4. So I will be putting in the ground this month, before the month is up. I will be sowing Salbiglossis Bolero, Heinz Hybrid tomatoes, Blueberries tomatoes and Beefsteak Bush tomatoes. So I've got my 4 labels. I have my seeds. I know that the flowers, the Salbiglossis, needs to be sown on the surface. I can water it with tomato feed. It will flower between July and September. I need to keep it cool. It needs partial sun and moist to well-drained soil. So they're staying out. I will get them sown next week with you guys. And that is January over and done with. Well, you know, there's a sowing element of things. Yes, let's do that. So, best thing to do is to actually get these things sown. Oh no, I don't mean needle and a thread. I mean in pots with compost. So, first I need to get in the greenhouse. Whew, okay. Messy, messy, messy greenhouse. Despite tidying it, before winter hit, I'm going to sit you there. And I'm going to put my seeds up top next to you with the labels. And now I'm going to go and seek out some compost. Let's have a look. Need a couple of pots as well. So I am going to grab a tray and hope that an S word is not in there. Oh boy, do I hope an S word is not in there, because otherwise you might just hear me scream. Okay. Have something to drill holes. I also have, oh, they can go in the bin. Oh no, they can't. They're greenhouse bits. I have 3 for my tomatoes, 1 for my flour. I'm going to grab a glove, because even though I'm fine with dirt and I'm fine with washing my hands when I get back in, it's just, it makes more sense for me. Okay, so compost. Will go in. Now at this stage I don't add any fertilizers. The compost is more than enough. It's only when I pop them on then fertilizers get added. So that's for my flowers. Now I need to get some for my tomatoes. A lot of mess is made, but thankfully you can't see that bit. So this compost has been left untouched for a good 5 months. So it is dry, like really dry, but that's okay, because thankfully water's a good thing. So fill it at the top, let it drain out. And then when it's all drained out, give it another dose, just to make sure that it gets through the air pockets as well as the compost. And then, first one we're doing is Salpiglossis. I don't know if I have one here. I don't think I do. Let's have a look. Salpiglossis. Just double checking. I don't think so. Nope. Okay. So these I need to sow on the top. Little tiny seeds, a little bit smaller than a poppy seed. And I'm literally sprinkling on the top. Make sure I have some left over. Now this says, sow on the surface and keep dark for 14 days. So, of course, the first thing that I need to do is label it. So there's my label on, and we have a visitor. Hello, welcome in. I thought she was asleep, I promise. Actually, while that is doing that, let's just put a little bit more water in there. Done. Okay. So I need to keep this dark. So what I will do is I'll put it on the shelf underneath where you are right now. Which is pretty dark as it is, and just cover with something nice and opaque. So now I have the tomatoes. I've got the beefsteak, label going in, the Heinz hybrid, label going in, and the blueberries, label going in. Now I'm only going to do 4 of each because I don't want to be inundated. So this one is the Heinz. I have had Heinz before, been okay, but I'm only going to put a 4 in because even though I do give my extra plants out, there's only so many plants you can give to people. I only need 1. And so that's 3 plants to give out. Oops. Next we have beefsteak bush. Now the Heinz was sent to me from Garden State Gardener. I'll link him down below. These beefsteak bush was sent to me by Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World. I'll link her down below as well. Four seeds going in. Ben is attempting to get catnip from catnip that is wintering. And the blueberries were also from Garden State Gardener. They're an intermediate, which scares me. I'm not an intermediate anything. Apart from Mona. Lazy person. Okay. So, those are now in my little trio. So what I need to do now is just cover them very, very lightly. Disease resistant and can grow up to 6 foot tall. Work. Perfect for fresh eating salsas and salads. Start indoors 8 to 12 weeks before last frost. Well, that's about now, and that's why I'm doing it. So I'm just getting some, I don't know what Beanie's doing, loose compost for the top of these. They are started. They have begun. So I'm going to give them another coat of water. Another coat of water? I know you can't see any of this, which is why I'm narrating everything right now. So here we have our trio watered, labelled accordingly, and these will now sit on my shelf. Bear with me, dry my hands. So let me show you what we have. So the three, the Salpiglossis is just there, being covered. And there is a Beanie being a pain in the butt by clawing the fence. What are you doing? It's her favourite little hangout in the summer. Anyway, that is seeds done and done. Bring on February. See you later.